Lately, a lot of people in the storm chasing and meteorology field, specifically those who do chasing, the media side, not exactly the research side, but the media guys. There's been a lot of talk about copyright and licensing and all of that, and I do want to bring up a big topic and issue that a lot of people are not realizing, and that is RadarOmega. So, for those who don't know, I was a stringer with CBS. I've sold video to countless agencies, CBS, NBC, Good Morning America, the Weather Channel. My stuff was licensed through a broker who I will not name. I was with two of them. And the big issue nowadays is everyone wants compensated for what they do, as rightfully so. But with that also comes a big issue and topic that I think a lot of people are scared to bring up, and that's RadarOmega. So for those who don't know, which I assume you know if you're watching this video what a RadarOmega is, but it is a app similar to Radar Scope. You can get it on your Mac, your Windows, you can get it on Android, any iPhone, iPad device. It's in the app stores. Well, what they offer is a service where you can watch live storm chasers. You can also watch stationary weather webcams, usually placed at like EMAs, 911 centers, hospitals, stuff like that, through the Cyclone port. And, the big topic right now is everyone wants to be compensated for what they are doing. Again, rightfully so. You're spending the money to go out there and everything like that. But for those who have severe weather streams like mine, you get into people like Ryan Hall, and there's a ton of other people, TikTok, Facebook people, YouTube people. Well, the issue is the video that they are including in the application, it's not saying if it's for broadcast or not. It doesn't have not for broadcast across it. You look through the terms of service, which will be, right here. Here's the terms of service through the actual RadarOmega website. It does not say you cannot use the content in here for republishing the live streams and stuff like that. And that poses a big issue. And I bring this up because there is the big issue of people wanting to sue each other now. Brian Emfinger, his video was shared by some social media influencer, and the dude got sued for it. Well, this here, again, I see two sides to everything, I'm bipartisan, so I see sides to every which way. And honestly, I think that RadarOmega needs to they need to make it clear that if there is video on their app, because mind you, you pay for this app, you pay for this subscription. A lot of people are going to think that, hey, I'm able to go and take this video and put it up on my stream, big issue is, I think RadarOmega needs to really redo RadarOmega, Storm Damage Services, Cyclone Port, whatever company they are today. Because when you look at this, when you look at these terms of services here, it talks all about payments and accounts and stuff like that. And it just says links to other website, you acknowledge and agree that storm damage services shall not be responsible or liable directly or indirectly for any damage or loss caused or alleged to be caused or in connection with use or reliance on any such content, goods, or services available on through any such third-party websites or services. Basically, it's covering their butt. But here's the question now, okay? I say here's the big question now. So let's say you get in on this app. You have a TikTok show like mine, and they're new to all of this. They go and they click on, let's say, Vince Walty or Brandon Kopic or one of the streamers that's on there. Okay, well, looking at it right now, I'm watching Vince's right now as we speak. Right now, if I was to have this up on my stream, you would see his video, his elevation, and his viewer count. Nowhere does it say, hey, not for use, not for broadcast, not for none of that. it is hidden up underneath the icons. Well, if you don't click that, you're not going to see it. You're not going to know. Again, I think that the big issue we have right now is RadarOmega. As much as I love how they put together the app and everything, I think that they really need to sit down with their legal department and be like, hey, maybe we should have watermarks, overlays on all video feeds, similar to how LSM does it, where it says, not for broadcast, contact Brett at livestormswhatever.com. I think that they really need to look into doing that, because there's going to be an unsuspecting person who is maybe wanting to get into the content side of things, and he starts restreaming one of these videos by just clicking on it, being like, oh, this is cool. Well, I pay for this app every month. That's my cost. That's my licensing cost. This is going to be fine. And then all of a sudden, Vince or someone sees that and starts this big issue, when in theory, it could have been all prevented by RadarOmega, Storm Damage Services, adding that or making an acknowledgement when you open up the app. Again, I look at risk management, risk liability for everything, and right now I see that RadarOmega is kind of putting these streamers in the line for copyright claims to be made, just from unsuspecting people. A lot of people were like, well, if I pay for this every month and it's included in this, I could do what I want with it. So again, I think that on this episode here, I'm just wanting to say, hey, RadarOmega, maybe you should kind of do what LSM did. Protect your chasers. Protect who you're partnered with. Otherwise, it's going to get very, very messy very, very quickly with how much that app is growing. But that's all I wanted to say in regard to this. I wish them all the best in their ventures and what they want to do. Just looking out for fellow media chasers like myself. Thank you.